Okay, I've found a couple other quotes that I wanted to say that, I got mixed up on the last one. Um, Thomas Jefferson goes on to say, rightful liberty is unobstructed action according to our will within limits drawn around us by the equal rights of others. I do not add within the limits of the law because law is often but the tyrant's will and always so when it violates the rights of the individual. So, us growing hemp is a rightful liberty for an individual to do upon his own, as long as he's not hurting somebody else, because then he would be infringing on the rights of another. I don't understand the point of a victimless crime. If there's no victim, how is it a crime? A crime is constituted as doing something to somebody or somebody else's property. If you're doing it on your own property, in the privacy of your own home, how and why is it a crime? Um, the government controls too much. Too much. Jefferson had also said at one point in time that Congress is nothing but a gathering of lawyers that speak for hours, wasting time. And really, what is our Congress? It is a group of criminals. They do what they want. They get paid after they've served their time in office. They get the same benefits they had while they're in office. Whereas a person, if an individual retires from a company, they don't get the same benefits they had when they were working. Everything changes. Why should they deserve more than we get? You know, um, Here's another one I like. The government is best which governs the least because its people discipline themselves. People know what they shouldn't do. We all have a conscience, albeit some people choose to do opposite of what their conscience says. They will at some point in time be punished for it. If you do something to some, you know, we have a really twisted thought of the way things work here now. You know, our country has lost sight of itself. The people don't stand up for what they want. People complain all the time. How can you bitch and moan about a law that you didn't step up to vote against or for, or one from the past that you refuse to bring up and say, hey, this needs to be changed? I, for one, have signed medical compassion acts for here in the state of Ohio. I'm currently working on a bill to at least legalize industrial hemp. I would like to see, you know, medical marijuana legalized and preferably personal recreational use. I mean, it can be governed with the same laws that are in place for drinking. You know, it doesn't make any sense. When are people going to stand up for what they believe in, for their rights? Jefferson also said, "No free man shall be debarred from the right to bear arms." Simply because I have a felony, I'm not allowed to own pistols or rifles or anything anymore. You know, a government fears a militia. Now, they definitely feared Michigan militia because you had ignorant people that did stupid stuff. I don't think there's very many states now that have a regulated militia. So therefore, the federal government can do as it sees fit. I'm not saying that people should, hey, fuck the, f the government. I'm gonna do what I want to because I want to. That's not the way it's supposed to be. But people need to stand up and go down the right lines and encourage others to do also the same thing of like mind. People need to stick together, stand together, and reinvent our nation.